We got people speaking up for themselves. We got people coming out the shadows and talking about saying a piece, throwing jabs. People that you would never see in the limelight or in social media speaking. At least like this. Because it's getting spicy. I thought baddies was the only ones on social media freaking arguing. But nowadays, our athletes are out here. And what I feel about this situation right here is not only is just an athlete, but it's the athlete. The king himself has spoken. I said it. I ain't gonna fake and I ain't gonna act like he ain't been my favorite player for a long ass time. But we're talking about some messy shit. So everybody grab their tea and let's get into it. Okay. LeBron has responded to Stephen A. Smith. Now, we talked about this not too long ago when Stephen A. Smith was at one of the Lakers games and LeBron was, I believe, not playing at that game, and he confronted Stephen A. Smith about the certain things that he was speaking about when it came to his son. When we spoke about it, I gave my 2 cents about it, and I was like, okay, I understand sticking up for your son, but I also said, LeBron, your son is in the NBA. I said, LeBron, your son is a grown ass man. He gonna have to learn how to take some criticism, right? He's gonna have to learn how to, have the media speak about him, especially if he hasn't broken out into the character we know him to be, because he is your son. All right. We didn't get to see too much from him in college because he had the heart injury and everything. So when he got into the NBA, we were expecting it's LeBron's son. We're going to see what he got. We're going to give him this chance. Well, he fell a little short. The jumper did not go in, okay? But we've always seen flashes. We all agree that he's deserving. He's a good basketball player, right? But he fell to the wayside and went to the WNBA. Wow, I am messing up tonight. Oh my God. Sorry for the disrespect, son. Went to the G League. Bet. Boom, goes to the G League. Well, let's just say the other day, the man drops 39. Career high at the G League. Then not only does he drop 39, while some players were out, he goes to the Lakers, plays, and he drops 17. So now we're seeing Bronny James get into his flow. We're seeing Bronny James starting to do some things, out the ordinary, showing us flashes that now he might be ready for the NBA. All right. So Stephen A. Smith, he goes on to Gilbert Arenas' podcast, and he speaks about the situation that they came into at the courtside, right? He's like, LeBron, basically they went after it. He said it wasn't the right time and place. LeBron should have never came step to me in that manner. And he says, I wasn't speaking about your son. I was speaking about you. Right? And we all know Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James have been going, they had some hostility there back and forth for a while. Cause Stephen A. Smith, I'm like, he's very vocal. Jordan is my GOAT. He's very vocal about that. He doesn't deny that LeBron's a great player though. So we have to give him that too. Give him some sense of that. Boom. Well, LeBron allowed all this media to go out the way and then shows up on a podcast today. And he came with the heat. Buddy came with the heat. The king himself is spoken. So let's check it out. Let's see what he has to say about the situation with him and Stephen A. Smith.
Which leads obviously to you and Stephen A. Hey, legit, that feels like a moment that had been brewing for a long time.
He's like on a Taylor Swift tour run right now.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
We're all
Oh, yeah.
We're all,
I ain't gonna lie.
Well.
I ain't gonna lie. That shot's fired. The man just called him a woman. I don't care how you put it. I don't care what kind of way you put it. Your analogy is referring to a woman. So that sounded disrespect right there. Now, Taylor Swift is definitely great. And she definitely goes on some runs. But I can't cap. Is LeBron lying right here? Because Stephen A is on that run. He run into every social media platform right now to get off his word on what happened courtside. LeBron's the only one that hasn't said anything yet until today. Stephen A. Smith he's letting everybody know, I'm not talking about your son. I understand you were a dad and I seen a dad come up to me. I'm talking about you and how you carried this situation, how you brought the spotlight to your son, how you brought him under your wing, maybe a little bit too early. All right? I'm just doing my job. But the Taylor Swift comment is hilarious.
It started off with, I didn't want to address it.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't want to address it. I wasn't going to address it. But since the video came out, I feel the need to address it.
You would be not to talk about it.
Are you kidding me? If there's one person that couldn't wait to the video to drop so you could address it, it's your ass. Like, seriously, and like he completely missed the whole point. The whole point.
What was the point?
Never would I
LeBron, tell us why you stepped to him like that courtside. Don't beat around the bush now. Come on. What was the point? Let us all know.
Not allow people to talk about the sport, criticize players about what they do on the court. That is your job to criticize
That's good to know that he
be in a position where
that.
if a guy's not performing, that is all part of the game.
That's what we were really worried about at the moment. We were worried that LeBron was sitting here and not liking what an analyst is supposed to do, liking what that man is supposed to be saying about someone that is underperforming.
But when you take it and you get personal with it, it's my job to not only protect my damn household, but protect the players. And I think a lot of the media, including him, and I know he's gonna be happy as hell. He's gonna be smiling from ear to ear when he hears me talking about him again.
Yeah, we're all freaking smiling ear to ear. We don't hear you talk about controversy. It's not just him. It's everybody on social media right now. We are loving it. We don't hear you get to be on podcasts like this unless it's your own, the barbershop. This is good. I'm glad you stepped on a podcast. Now, I don't know about this one. Let's be completely honest. You could have went to any other place. Pat McAfee? I really want to know your thought process behind you going to Pat McAfee. Out of all places, you could have went McAfee? We know you're not going to go to Gilbert Arenas shit because he worked for Stephen A. And so y'all probably going to go back and forth a little bit. And, they a little more... they'll push on your buttons a little bit on that show. You know where he should have went? You know where he should have went? Why he didn't go to the biggest LeBron lover in the world, or at least on TV? the biggest LeBron lover on the world and on TV, Shannon Sharp. Bro, you missed out on a great opportunity to uplift another black creator's platform. Or you didn't do it because ESPN sees Shannon Sharp as a competitor. Probably a big competitor. Ooh. Okay. He's trying to keep good graces on not up. Ooh, okay. I'm digging right now. Might be he goes to a ESPN platform to voice his opinion because he's still in the league, because he wants to keep that good, bridge there. Because if he goes to a platform that uplifts that uplifts a platform and gives them more recognition than ESPN, then it might be trouble or turmoil. Okay, we digging. I'm just trying to think on why he would go here. Boom. All right, I like that analysis.
Oh my God, he's gonna get home and grab some ice cream out of the fucking freezer and sit in his chair in his tiny whiteies on the couch.
I hope at some point you two get.
He's clowning.
But you're right.
Dude, relax, bro.
Wait, what did he say? I hope what? He said, I hope what?
Dude, relax, bro. Relax.
No, what did he say?
I hope at some point you two get a chance. But you're right.
Relax.
I think they'll eventually talk. There's no way that they don't talk eventually, about this.
Relax, bro. Relax.
Like man to man in a controlled environment. Wow. Okay. So we got a little clowning from LeBron, which you got to clown a little bit. But who is in the wrong in this situation? Is it LeBron for initiating the situation at the wrong time, courtside in front of millions? Is it Stephen A for because it can't be him doing his job? I'm not really sure what he was saying that was personal, but he says that he has to protect the players, his household and players. Boom. All right, he's landing his job. We know Stephen A. Smith might say some off the wall stuff that he want to bite. He got to put his foot in his mouth sometimes. Boom. But is Stephen A. Smith wrong for going onto these social media platforms and leveraging the controversy from the best NBA player to ever play? And I said it. I think he's very smart for going on this run like Taylor Swift. I think he's smart for that. Now, is LeBron wrong? I don't think he didn't say it's nothing too bad in this interview. Now, let's check out what Stephen A. Smith says, because he responds to him today. Stephen A. Smith gets on his own podcast and responds to him. Oh, I love this shit. Let's check it out.
So LeBron could say anything he wants, and I wanted to talk about him or whatever, and I'm going to continue to talk to you about you, bro. When you retire, let's see how much I talk to you about you then. You won't matter much.
Whoa.
I promise you.
Whoa. That's a big statement right there. That's a bold statement right there. Hey, Steven. He ain't Michael Jordan, where he gonna just go off in the limelight and just disappear. He ain't Michael Jordan that don't talk. That's a bold statement, Steven. Come on now. We know LeBron gonna be around for years.
About you much when you stop playing. But as long as you're playing, I'm going to talk about you.
Oh, okay. Maybe he's saying in his mouth. He's not going to speak about him in his mouth. But I'm about to say, LeBron going to still be around the game. And I guarantee you going to talk about him for sure.
That's my job. And I'm going to be very objective about it. You deserve praise, I'm going to give it to you. You deserve criticism, I'm going to give that too. But at least I'm going to tell the truth. Instead of lying like LeBron James has been lying.
Oh,
using his son as an excuse to say what he said to me. He has a problem with me. He knows good and damn well I wasn't shitting on his son. He has a problem.
Sounds like a situation that was built up. Sounds like LeBron don't want to take. He doesn't want to take accountability for having built up animosity and then articulating himself in the wrong manner. I can get it from that, right? You might want to protect your family. You protect your family, protect your the players, but sometimes when you allow things to build up and not have conversations in a controlled environment, and you have it in a impulsive way, you might say it or come off more aggressive or in a different way or a different tone that you want it to come off. And I think LeBron probably did that, but he's not going to admit it right now.
And instead of talking to me about it, he came at me when I wasn't in a position to respond. And then when he wanted to respond and elaborate, he went to Pat McAfee.
Random, though. I don't know. I don't know about why he went to Pat McAfee, but I think our reasoning is bad. Now, I did see some hilarious shit. They said, Stephen A. Smith said, if that man would have put his hands on me, I would have punched him in the face. Yeah, bro, I want to find a clip of him saying that. I need to find a clip of him saying that. I want to hear him say that, what he would have done, because there's no way in hell that LeBron doesn't mollywop the shit out of him. Oh, he would have thought.
LeBron James is full of it. And in this particular instance, as it pertains to his son, he is a liar. And he went on national television today and he lied again. You see, when he approached me while I was sitting courtside at that game against the New York Knicks, when he rolled up on me, I didn't know he was going to roll up on me. I had no idea. But when he said what he had to say, I was in no position to give any kind of retort without making a scene. It was during the third quarter. It was fresh out of a timeout. It was him walking to the basketball
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
It was.
He is kind of crazy though. He did approach him during the game. Why he suited up during mid game? I thought he was not playing. I forgot. This man got his whole jersey on.
It's on national television. The cameras were rolling. And had I done something, what do y'all want me to do? You want me to act? You want this to be a reincarnation of Chris Rock and Will Smith? And
hey, who is Will Smith and who's Chris Rock? Oh, I'm sorry. Yo, who's Will Smith and who's Chris Rock in this situation? Oh my gosh. Because LeBron would have probably did this. LeBron would have did this in his forehead, at his forehead. Or LeBron, what the heck? Why am I coughing? LeBron would have did a little tap on his chest. Stephen A. Smith, would he get the first real lick though?
Let me state for the record that
I think he would do it out being scared.
Let me assure you, it wouldn't have gone down like that. I would have gotten my ass kicked because had that man put his hands on.
Oh, he admitted it. I like when old niggas admit that the young ones actually will. Why am I coughing, bro? I love when old people will admit that a young man will whoop they ass. I hate when old people be like, boy, don't let me put these hands on you. I promise you, it's gonna be a one-hitter quitter. These hands been from was used in the 70s. I hate when old people be thinking they can still do something. Boy, you can't even move fast enough to not trip yourself up.
On me, I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately. That I'm not gonna tolerate. But I knew he wasn't going to do something like that. There was no fear in my mind.
Not in that damn
It was
suit.
shock. Because as
that man LeBron is warmed up right now. He is in a full game. He ready to jump over the backboard. You're in a suit, not warmed up. You probably got Bengay on your knees, boy.
Repeatedly stated, I was not talking about his son. I was talking about him. And whether it's the video that you saw him a couple of days later after that.
All right. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. This shit's funny. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. I believe this isn't the end of it. We're gonna have a lot more to talk about here coming up. Now that LeBron knows that Stephen A. Smith want to put them paws on him. Hey, yo, Stephen A. Smith want to put the paws on LeBron? That just sounds crazy to think about. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments.